Hello, and welcome to my playground. This is Church McGurch, or Mad Chemist Church, depending on where you know me from, and welcome to Madman Reviews. Today's video, as you can see, is going to be on Sunhaven. This is another kind of top-down Stardew Valley-esque game, but it's like Stardew Valley times 5. Like, there's just so much more to do, so much more to see. There's so many different things. So let's get into it. Otherwise, this is going to be another long one. Single player. It also has multiplayer. I believe it's like 8 to 16 people, depending on what you do. You can also have multiple characters, and I believe you can take characters from game to game. It's not... Don't get stuck just making a new character every time you join a friend. So let's load up this guy. They just updated, so there's some new stuff, but as of right now, it's mainly all Halloween stuff, so nothing important. They have a lot of DLCs and a lot of different things that you can get, because that's pretty much how they make their money. But let's get into the nuts and the bolts of the game. It's pretty much a Stardew Valley clone, except for with a whole lot more. As you can see, I actually have armor, fields, different buildings, same kind of thing, except you throw it in, except for the difference here, and I like this, is like I can see what I'm putting in. Yes, there's a limit, but I can get multiple of these and throw them in, and then fill this one up, and then if that one's full, I can come over here and do this. Another difference between the Stardew Valley and this game is a lot of the tools. You know, I've got some of the best tools in the game. Fishing pole. But one of the bigger differences, I can get them out. I can actually ride something. Normally you get the horse, and I think there's like skins and stuff for the horse in Stardew, but in this one, there's different things. There's a whole bunch of different mounts. They all go about the same speed, so it's not like you gotta go for that one or that one. I have a bunch of them. As you can see, black and white fox, purple witch broom, bumblebee, owlbear. I love the owlbear. Put that one right there. Switch it out real quick. Surfboard, magic sleigh, fish mount. It's literally just a giant fish. And then a black and white fox. I actually want to see this black and white fox, so we'll put that. Different aquariums, different skill tokens. This is another thing. Depending on the season, you can get these tokens. And then you can get stuff like the surfboard summer, the sleigh winter, the bumblebee spring, and then the owlbear autumn. I can't do it out here. See all the different pets. There's all these different pets too. So, nice owlbear for autumn. I just got this one, and I want to check it out. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I like this one. This one I got for completing a giant thing. And it's basically, Cerberus. So I get to big old 3-headed doggo. Same kind of thing. This is your farmhouse. It's tier 3, so you kind of have everything. I have my spouse's room, which is now the bedroom. The kids' room, after you can select to have children. All these different pets walking around that you can pet. Like I said, I usually don't decorate. And there's the kid. In this one, the children you can have are pretty much fully customizable. So you can walk up to them, name them, select like different things. They have quests, change their appearance. So I did kind of a mix. I made myself a demon. This character's a demon. Let's see if I can take off gear. Cape. You see he's a demon. He's got the fallen angel wings, the pointy tail, horns. So I kind of did the same thing with the... I don't actually want to equip that. Because there's the equipment bar, and then there's the cosmetic bar. So if If you have it here, it does nothing. If you have it here, it actually gives you effects. You have a keepsake, which just something to give you points. 2 rings, of course, the wedding ring, and then one of the better combat rings, and then a combat amulet. So you get 2 rings, a keepsake, and an amulet, plus your normal armor and a cape. This is some of the better gear. It's not the best since DLCs have come out, but this is some of the better gear in the game. Have some tokens, some tickets, all these different pets. A dog, a little raptor, mimic. Love that mimic. A little land shark, a slime in a trash can, a cat with a witch's hat, a little baby dragon, frog with a wizard hat, penguin. There's all like this. That's not even all of them. That's just a short few. These are the seasonal pets you can get with the seasonal tokens. Autumn, winter, obviously, spring, summer, same kind of thing. You have your barns. One of the this is more fantasy driven. So you have like your giant snackoon you saw down in the desert. There's one. You have slime, pigs, cows, sheep. They have feeders, collectors, and then of course, I haven't really seen any variety in chickens. It's all just the white chickens, unlike Stardew, which has kind of like you can get the brown and the blue. I think it's blue chickens. And it's also more of an open world. Bee farming. I don't want to cut these because if I cut these, I might accidentally hit those. All my trees, places to go fishing. I know Stardew added the beach, but they also have the beach. It collects stuff here. I know Stardew, you can either start on the beach or you go through the progression of the game and then you get the island access. These guys, the Snackoons, they change through the seasons. You give them what they want and they'll move. I've already done him, so I got his little plushie. So you don't get it again if you do it. Reward trophies for completing things. You don't get anything from doing it a second time, so there's all the Snackoons I've done. When you complete them for the first time, you get a plushie. I'm missing a couple because they want some pretty ridiculous things, and then they're only there for that season. So once the season's over, oh, that's nothing in there. They disappear, and then you just have to wait till the next season to complete them. There's also mini bosses and little other bosses that come through the seasons. I've had the one for spring or summer pop up yet. There's like a big weed. And each one of those bosses, when you defeat them, they give you a little pet too. And I kind of have everything separated out on my main farm. Like, this is my workshop, everything to craft. You craft from a chest, so all this stuff's in the chest. I just go up here, I click how many I want, it starts crafting, I come up and collect it. But these are all like the boss pets. Like, that was a boss, that's a boss, that's a boss. These are all bosses. They drop little miniature versions of themselves. Kegs to brew, ice cream maker, jam maker, nursery for raising a kid, different farm things, egg, crossbow, scarecrows, fishing, different furniture, different things. All the different crafting, food stations, anvil to make stuff. Like I was saying, you can make different portals, put them out, and then just sell straight to those portals in case one fills up. Jewel crafting, alchemy, construction. I like this. You don't have to go to someone. That's one of the better things. You don't have to go to someone to upgrade your stuff. You just make the upgrade thing, walk over to the item, boom, boom, and it's instantly done. Stardew makes you wait a couple days, and you have to go find Robin, and you have to go do this. So I'm done with that. My day's about to end. There's my spouse. She gave me some acorn milk. Go to sleep so that I can start the day over. Good night, dear. And we'll skip like your typical summary of everything you sold, everything you've done. throughout the day once this all loads. If there's any special events, like they do have the special events, you know, tickets, mana orbs, gold, and it shows you kind of like how much experience you gained. Wake up, talk. Normally she'll have a question mark above her head. You can get something like free food. Usually get like milk. You'll get like, from her you'll get like milk, cake pops, cookies. So we'll start the day off. It's raining. Whoo. Lucky me. Make this review go by quicker. You can collect from your fish nets. It shows you at the top here how many fish nets. Like I'm 16 out of 24. So I can go get some more fish nets, put them down. Collect all my honey. You can see that there's multiple things in there. That through skills and leveling, you can make your fish nets produce faster. Like normally they're every 3 days, but because I have a skill that makes it they only process every 2 days. So now every 2 days I can come and collect this stuff, which actually helps collect your money and bring you money faster. A lot of this stuff I don't have any use for. I just sell. I have so many of like that, like bars or rock stone, just things you don't need. I don't remember if Stardew ever introduced it, but there's items that are golden, and some of them do go for recipes, some of them don't. Stardew also has treasure chests when you do fishing. You can also get treasure chests here, but you don't really see it until after you've caught the fish. It's not like in Stardew where you see the little chest on it. So I don't have to water my field. Normally you come up here. Now what's really cool is there's no sprinkler system. There's none of that kind of stuff to actually do things like that. It's all magic based because this is a fantasy setting. So I'd go here, and because I started as a demon, I got Shadow Rush as just a skill that I could pick. And I click here and it shows me a menu of like all the different magics I have. I'm combat focused, so I have a lot of combat. But I have like Ethereal Axe, it chops down trees really quickly. Rain Cloud, it will water a bunch of crops in a straight line really quickly. Vacuumist, that'll harvest rocks really quickly. It spans out and it breaks rocks. This is for healing, for, like as I said, it's party members will heal. This is another combat one, kind of a spin and win. Teleport, because you can teleport between places, and then of course my demon spell. And then I don't have it, but to till land, you can take Earthquake, and what it'll do is it'll make a big square tilled so that you can plant on it. And then Bubble Net, if you see there's little fish in the water, you can kind of see one there. Like that. Tree there. What the bubble net will do is the bubble will cast across and it'll go in a straight line, and if there's a fish there, it'll pick it up and throw it out of the water for you so that you don't actually have to fish it up. So that's a neat thing. You see the fruit trees, they all have fruit here. This golden tree just spawns a random golden item. Got some golden peaches. Another nice thing they do is when you eat food, it gives you permanent stats. And you can increase those stats, but as you eat more and more of that food, the same food, the less and less you get, like bonus-wise. Down to, I think, like, most foods get down to, like, 0.01, and then you, like, to get anywhere, you'd have to eat, like, 100 of them. So you have your library. Another nice thing is the map kind of points you into all the different directions, like if you're looking for someone, where to go, who to go to, where each person's house is. And of course, like in Stardew, you have like your JoJo Mart or your community center, and here you have a museum where you can come in, and there's 3 different areas that you can fill. I've got the mining one done because that's mainly what I do in like Stardew and games like this, is I do the mining stuff. And then as you complete each bundle, you get a prize. A lot of these are completed. I'm missing some combat, so I'm not completely 100% done. I'm missing some books, and then I'm missing some fish that I made an oopsie, and I forgot to get some winter fish, and I'm missing like one relic, fishing relic. I forgot to get the winter fish last winter. So you can see I'm in summer year 3, so I'm gonna have to wait 2 more months. Each day is 20 minutes. So it's 3 days an hour, and there's I think 30 days in it, or 28 days in a month in this game. So I've got quite a long time before it's winter again for me to finish this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate my teleport. You can see I can teleport back to my farm, back to my Withergate farm, my Nelvari farm, or I can go to the Brian's Deep City. I'm gonna go, never mind. I'm gonna bring up my mount. Can I show you around? So this is the main village. You start in the human village. Nice thing, fountain. Click on it, you get free mana. This is the shop vendor where you'll go to spend your seasonal tokens. As you can see, you can get surfboard there. You can get the summer ones, so you get even more. Summer totem. It allows, and that's what I like about this, is these totems are magic. So no matter what season, you could be growing out in the open. You could be growing even a crop, or you'd resist, like summer crops can catch on fire, winter crops can freeze, autumn like vines, and then you'll have to do something to fix it. So this will help prevent that. This will help. Totems can actually help things grow faster. You typically can't grow things on other farms, but there's totems that allow you to grow different items on different farms. And then each set has like a different set of armor that's got different stats, which unfortunately aren't too crazy good. So they're more like for the customization look. And there's a way you can buy new customization clothes. You can change your look if you're not happy. Different merchants that show up. All kinds of different things. And then, of course, all your romanceable characters that you can get full friendship. Like, I've gotten most of them up. And it tells you what items you've received from them. Like I said, here's my spouse, and that's why my child looks like she does. Is because I'm the demon that married the angel. You know, go figure. All the different people you can romance. Some people I haven't even started. There's a couple. I just got her too. So now we've seen that. I don't think there's anything else really. There's another character I haven't started yet. And from here, there's different spots you can go to go into the forest where a lot of the combat, a lot of the gathering is. There's a combat arena out in the forest. There's a combat arena here where you can replay fights against bosses. Combat arena. And then every area has its own mines. And then you can find like these random items, pick them up, take them back. There's this dude, I've already finished his. There's chests that take keys that respawn. Blacksmith here. But it's kind of the same thing. I'd show you, but he's in the way. But it's kind of the same thing as Stardew. You go in, you're on a trail cart. You go to each level, to each level, to each level, and you find a key. Instead of stairs, you find a key, you unlock the gate, you go to the next level. Or, say it's the copper area, you make a bunch of copper keys, and you permanently unlock each area. So it's kind of one of those things where Stardew, you have to reach a certain spot and you unlock a bunch of areas. This one, you just craft these copper keys and you unlock all the area. Then the next one you make iron keys. The next one you make, so on and so forth. Next, so we'll go. You can kind of go to these areas any way you want. They give you all the quests to move around, to go from spot to spot, to finish basically the main storyline, which I've done. You get this griffin here. He'll fly you from place to place for the price of 1 berry. You can go back to Sunhaven, you can go to the mines, or you can go to your farm here. I've got all my different berry trees from the this is the elven area. You can kind of see it looks very forestful, and yeah, you can craft different things. Here they don't use gold, they use the mana. The mana orbs, as you can see up here on the top right. That's their money here. And you can create different things. Different kinds of fertilizers, different kinds of foods. Oh man, I forgot how many I made. You can turn your mana into like a crystallized form, or you can turn your mana into money. So you can basically just spam, like I have 566, I can spam it and make a bunch of money, just spamming my own mana. Instead of chickens, the elven area has these silk moths, which silk early game is pretty hard to come by. So now that I have these 5 silk moths, I have silk for days, and then they start produce like golden silk. Which I don't remember if Stardew had that kind of thing with the golden items. It's been a long time since I played, and I haven't seen too many updates. Golden mushroom, golden log, golden feather, same thing, golden fire rune. Same thing with like the chickens and the cows and stuff. You would produce like golden eggs, golden milk, golden wool. You see berry sheep, a walking stump, a fish frog, a mushroom. Guess where that's from? A fairy fox. My favorites, the baby griffin and the baby phoenix. So you saw I also had a house out here as I walked right past it. This is the house. I don't decorate. I'm not a decorator. I'm not a builder. I've said this before. I pretty much just leave things plain. This is where I was growing crops, but I harvested them all and I haven't really replanted anything here. But the nice thing is, depending on what you plant here, you will get these little critters here and all around the map that will pop up in these alcoves, and then you get free items from them. Like it's showing here in the workshop. There's berries. There's like plants. Different plants you can get. You get different things, like, so you find squirrels that'll give you peanuts. You'll find these wind elementals that'll give you dust. These wild feral cats will pop up, get you catnip. These are parts from monsters. When you kill the monster, they'll give you parts. I'm trying not to spoil too much. This game was so much fun, and all the new discoveries, all the different little things that I saw that was just completely different, just better than Stardew. I wish Stardew, people are like, oh, well, Stardew has mods. I'm just like, I'm not a mod person. I'd rather them generically and naturally bring in content, rather than add the content and then something break or something doesn't work or everything feels too easy. These plants are forever plants. Basically, every time you harvest them, you're guaranteed to get 1 to 2 seeds, and they count for everything. You sell them for gold, mana orbs, and tickets. So this is Withergate. This is the demon area. The last area was the elf area. This is the demon area. Come out here. It's neat. Every area has like a different way you get water or you fish. This is the fish. It's a water tank reservoir for this apartment building. So this area, this farm, is literally on top of an apartment building in the middle of a carnival-like city. Here's my workshop. You can see different things. They're all kind of like spiky, demony. Everywhere has different materials. Like there's dead logs, dead hardwood, dead planks, dead stone, dead heavy, spooky silk, slime oil. All the different items you can get from killing monsters, different berries. This also, you recycle here, so you take these like unrefined plastic and you make refined plastic. And the other thing, red carnival tickets, the specialized stuff, specialized ore, specialized gems. Their mines are a little different in both the Elven and the other area. You gotta pay to get in. And it's like a one-time thing. You get one area, you harvest it, and then you leave. And then you pay again. Another thing is you can enchant at two different things. You can enchant either at the Elven area, you enchant it, the bars to make them enchanted Elven, or you can enchant them demonic. And then you use these to make other things, like these different picks and axes. So I made one of the enchanted elf, one of the enchanted demon, and then you take them back both together and you get the perfect and the perfect. These are the only two that do it, so you can see I have the perfect and the perfect down here at the bottom. I also have the best ore for all three. I love this area. It's really easy. Go down the elevator, go to the apartment hall. So this is where, like, if this was the area you liked, I haven't really seen any way to upgrade these. There's no real way to upgrade. So you're kind of stuck with the two areas being this is how it is. Whereas your main farm, you can upgrade your house and eventually get all your stuff, and that's how you get your spouse and everything, where your spouse would move in with you. There's Charon, another Cerberus. Big old puppy. And then the barn for Withergate is kind of like this old abandoned warehouse. That's a sewer. So you have like a metal dragon, you have a silk wyvern, crystal bat. And this kind of feels like the end game kind of barn pet thing. Because a lot of the things these creatures give you are kind of just random stuff that you wouldn't normally get. Like an elixir for ferocity, some fire crystals, small crystal, some golden sand, some tickets. I'm gonna take that right now and put it in my hotbar. And I just permanently gain 2 attack. That's another nice thing about this. You don't have to find these special little stars like Stardew. There's potions, there's food like these. Like this provides a small amount of mana permanently. I've eaten 60 of them. I also use these to restore my mana. So when I eat one, I don't even gain mana anymore from them because I've eaten so many. But normally if you're at that point, before that, it'll be like you gained 0.01 mana. So you can eat them basically until they stop giving you a benefit. So that is the 3 farms, and then there's another little area. There's no farm attached to it. It's just another area that you can go to get stuff. This also introduced like magic casting outside of just using your spells here, as you can see. My buffs. I don't need. Do I? Oh, you don't need the breathstone. You just have to have it in your received it. And this is where you would. In one of my things, I had some doubloons. You could see. And this is where you can use those doubloons. Different underwater creatures. Different little underwater things. Kind of cool, neat little extra area. I haven't really seen if there's any mines in this one. I think there are. Because I don't know any other way to earn doubloons other than Stardew. Each area has its own community board. You can do the community board and get benefits, items, tokens. Let's see if I can do it quick before the day ends. Go back here. Nice thing, you can stay mounted while teleporting. So I'm still on my mount. You can kind of see there's just random stuff on the ground you can pick up. Forageables, basically. I like these books. You can use these books to either gain 1 mana. So it got 1 permanent mana. Or you use them to craft tomes. There's the skill, here's the open board. Shows you the day, everything. Or chance, what they want, what a bonus reward is. Birthdays, festivals, all that fun stuff. This is kind of the elven city. And each area is represented by a dragon. This one is one of the easiest ones to get to. I don't want to spoil too much about the dragons, but I just want to show off one of them real quick before I end this. Each one has a different kind of dragon. They're all really cool looking, really amazing, some trippier than others. I'll go back to my Sun Haven farm. So far, the only thing I really don't like about this is the snackoons, is what these things are called down here, snackoons. They come back every season, so I'm wasting materials on them every season. So the vast majority of the time, there's the griffin on the farm. So the vast majority of the time, I'll just be like, no, I'm good, and I won't touch them. I'll just go around them, get some free money. And then combat's pretty much the same here. Yeah, the snackoons, bad. Talk to this random dude. Yeah, I'll get you some help. Equip my sword. Boom. Boom. Just different. That's forageables everywhere. Forageables, all this stuff. You can pick items up like that. Go take that back to the character that it needs it, and you get a reward. Or there's like a black market where you can sell this and you get these black bottle caps, and then you can use the black bottle caps to buy other little things. They're not super important. They're like cosmetic stuff and like pets like that. There's like a gotcha pet machine. All the different crops, like I said, this is more of a fantasy game, so you have like ghost peppers, and they've got spooky faces on them. Heartberry, looks like a heart. Balloon fruit, looks like balloons. Soda pop crop, looks like soda pop. Fizzy fruit, like literally has like carbonation coming out the top. Just different things, like you grow marshmallow beans. Choco berries. Blue moon fruit, hexagon berry. These look like gems. Star fruit. Yeah, Pythagorean berry. They're all triangles. You grow candy canes. What else is in here? Heat fruit. A lot of other stuff that's normal. Corn. Some random shimmer fruit. Different random things. There's a mount you can get that's a cardboard box. You're literally just riding a cardboard box going like, wee! Fish, because you can make sushi. Different things from the undersea area. Monster drops. Crystals. No. Gems. The different kind of cloth and fabrics, ores, rocks, bars, metal bars. Where's my escape not working? Wood. I've already seen all that. Real quick, I have the mana for it. I'll show off the demon area a little bit. It's basically a giant carnival. You can see my time just went red. Go to the lobby real fast. There's your tenant to your apartment. You can see there's demons. People have quests. Let's see. You're funny. You're not dating. So even though I'm married, you can go on dates with people. I think that might be a translation. There's some stuff there. A translation error where it's not really a date. It's more of you can hang out with said person. To get to the mining here, you go through the subway station, and you get like little tickets, and you can come up here, talk to this guy. You mine, you get candy corn, and then you can buy these armor pieces. I want this set, the Anubis set. It looks really cool. So I'm farming for this set. I almost have it, or I almost have enough. And then you can, after you get like the set and other things that you want, you can then take it and purchase other things that permanently increase your stats. And it's the same thing kind of with these over here, these community tokens. There are other things that once you get to a point you don't need anything else that the community tokens are for. You can buy those potions, like I had that ferocity potion, that just permanently increases your stats. There's the bottle cap, tokens. So the pet leash, basically, once you have it on, you can walk up, click pet leash, and then this pet will just follow you wherever you go. And then you can put the pet leash back, so it's not just permanently taking up a spot. So we'll go back to sleep. All those things are just different all my decorations are just different things that I've gotten from people, because you have a birthday, and every year on your birthday, all the people that have 5 hearts or more will give you a gift. And if they're maxed out, they'll give you a different gift. So the first year, they'll give you a 5-heart gift. The second year, if they're at 10 hearts, they'll give you a 10-heart gift. So there's like this flaming book here. That was a 10-heart gift. And then this, from the same person, I got this for the 5 hearts. So it kind of gives you this want to get all the way to 10 hearts per character. Like the character I married first for 5 hearts gave me this, and then for 10 hearts gave me this. So things are different. Same thing. I got this for 5 hearts, and then this for 10 hearts. I got that. So just different things from different people. Different strokes for different folks. I'll come back out here. It's not raining. You can see my crops are on fire because of the summer effect. Walk over, cast my spell. Now, because of that, it doesn't the crop doesn't get watered, so I'm going to have to do it twice per area. There's a chance overnight that the crop stays watered. So there's a pretty big chance that I don't have to water, but it's so random, and it's so only 1 or 2 out of like 50 get it. So there's no, it's a nice little perk, it's a nice little thing that they did, but it's almost completely pointless. Like there's no reason, there's nothing that really helped. There's no like, it's not like a help. 1 crop out of 50 gets watered. Ooh, I just cast this spell anyways, and I water all 50 crops in one go. But it's a farm simulator, life simulator, everyday simulator, just with the whole fantasy aspect versus the reality aspect. There's random events, there's all that fun stuff. I've already shown you that. You have your quest log. Like I gotta go outside the apartment to meet her. These are easy ways. You get 2 of them. They're super easy ways to get hearts up with people. You have your map for every area, your statistics, how much food, of what foods you've eaten, your settings where you can, they do world settings here where you can turn stuff off. Like I have seasonal bosses on, seasonal crop inspects. I don't like the seasonal pests, so I left them off. You have particles you could do, run in the background. So normally if I'd go over here and I'd click out, this would pause, which is great because I don't know how many times I've clicked out, come back and like, crap, I'm about to pass out and die, pass out and lose money because it's after X amount of time. Inventory. So this is your skill tree here. Make this quick. This is your skill tree. You have different things. You get up to level 70. You have all these points you can put in. You have about 70 points you can put into each one. Farming, mining, combat, fishing. And then say you want more. You go and you spend your community tokens. When you do quests and you get these skill tomes. One of these you can learn. There it is, tome of skills. instead of using your community tokens to purchase the skill tomes, you can learn this and you can actually make the skill tomes. And so eventually you can max out every single one of these and have everything. There's a lot of this stuff I could care less about. It's kind of nice, but I've gotten everything I personally want. There's a couple of these I kind of want to finish out just so that I have everything, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait and see what happens because this game is constantly updating. But that's been Sunhaven in a nutshell. I really like this game. I really wish Stardew would do something like this and progress a little bit more than it has. It stayed pretty much within its bounds, but I need more. Like, Stardew has so many cool things, but it just doesn't have enough customization. It doesn't have enough replay value for me. Like, this game, I probably could make another character and replay it. Stardew, I'd only replay it if I was playing with like 4 other people, because at least then it gives you that satisfaction of playing with other people. Whereas this one, I could probably start another character, try the benefits of being like an angel or an elf or a human. There's like 6 or 7 other races you can be other than human, and they all come with their different perks. Like, you can be an elemental. You start off with like, I think it's like fireball as an attack. So you kind of get that where like you can customize yourself into what you want to be. Instead of Stardew, you're just kind of blah. But thank you for being here. I know this was a long one. I apologize. It's a review. I try to keep these reviews short, but this game, again, has a ton of content. There's so much stuff to do in it. There's so much stuff I haven't done yet. And they just dropped an update for Halloween, like I said. So we'll see if this continues, and I might do another review when more content comes out. But until then, you be you, you stay you, and most importantly, adventure on.